Welcome back to the channel. We're getting back on the orange truck. As you can see here, I've got cars parked in the grass. And that's not good when you rent your house, because your landlord cares about the grass more than he cares about you. So I need to move these things up there to the dirt, and then everything will be better. However, orange truck has no wheel bearings up front. This is just sitting on the spindle. I don't know if this tire holds air, but it's a bias ply, so should have a tube in it, right? I think that's how it works. Anyways, can't get brakes for it still, but the game plan is this thing doesn't have a transmission. That thing's a rusty pile of junk that I probably need to get rid of. But the bottom line is neither one of these things are movable under their own power. But I know that thing will move, or at least I hope it will. So if I put some wheel bearings in the front, even though it has no brakes, I should be able to ease it around the yard nice and slow. Come up behind here, maybe chain a tire to the back of the car and push it up there onto the dirt. As you can see, no wheel bearings. But that's okay, because I bought some. I was able to find those. Spray these lug nuts down with lube. Spray the castle nut down. Pretend that we gave it enough time to work. So this is why we don't have brakes. This pad material is just falling apart because it's so old, and these shoes were meant to be relined, so the material on there is riveted to the backing plate. No company makes shoes, and there are no interchangeable parts for this truck. That's why nothing has happened with this thing. But that doesn't mean we can't put wheel bearings in it. Because, I mean, I've been rolling it around on the spindles, which is terrible. Definitely don't want to do that. The races in here should be replaced. Yes. Am I going to do that? No. I did buy new races, but I actually did the driver's side last night, and I couldn't get those races out. I don't have a shop press or the right tools to punch these things out. I tried using everything I could. Put a torch on it, used hammers and punches, and tried to use my bench vise. I think that's what it's called. Anyways, I couldn't get them out, so they're staying in. That's the outer bearing. This is the inner bearing, slightly bigger. And we're just gonna scoop some of this up. Start packing it in there. There's a little gap right in here. You put the grease in the palm of your hand and you just kind of scrape it through there. It packs the grease into the bearing, and then you roll it in your hand to make sure it gets all the way around all the rollers. So you just slide that onto there, and then you take a scrap piece of pipe and you just hammer it on there. There it goes. Then we're gonna pack the outer bearing full of grease. The outer bearing sits on the outside of the hub here, and then the spindle will come through there You put your washer on there, and then you put your nut, cotter pin. But first, grease. So I cut that line. Sometimes these lines will swell from the inside and they'll hold fluid against the brake shoes. And it's kind of hard to set your preload when your shoes are dragging. I think this is going to be okay. The shoes are dragging quite a bit, but I think it'll be fine because we're not taking this thing out on the road. Here's that hole in the spindle. Just drop your cotter pin through there and then bend it over here. And then some people cut this other one off, some people bend it around. Probably cut it off. Okay, we gotta see if this thing will hold a couple of PSIs. Or is it gonna blow up in my face? Hopefully not. I got to take a couple PSIs. Just got to angle the valve stem just right. Will it continue to hold air while we work on the engine? I don't know, probably not. But do I have some sweet chrome lug nuts to give us the best possible chance? You bet your ass. Torqued. We got our coil hooked up. Carburetor uncovered. Oil. It's got it. Water. It's in there. I don't have a 6-volt battery, so we're going to use a 12. Running a 6-volt coil off a 12-volt battery, not really advisable. Well, been screwing around with this thing for a couple hours and I just can't get the starter to engage. I don't know what's going on. I was only able to get the starter like halfway out to look at it because the exhaust is in the way. Anyhow, I'm just gonna get cleaned up because I'm running out of daylight, and I'll be back out here tomorrow. Oh. Well, day 3 of my 1 day getting the truck running again. Sometimes you just get your blinders on and you think, well, the starter's not doing starter things, so I got a bad starter. And you don't think to check your battery. And your battery's bad. So that's awesome. So I stole the old Super Start out of the Cadillac. And I'm just gonna put that in there. That fits really nice. Holy crap, it works. Let's spray something combustible down the carb. No? Go. Let's just see if this generator's putting anything out. Yeah, it is. So instead of running our coil with 12 volts off the battery, we can grab another jumper and go straight to the generator. Or maybe we can just go straight to the generator right now, and then with the starter spinning, it'll get everything going, you know? Let's see. Well, just gonna have to run off the battery for now. Let's see if I can drive it around a little bit. So you gotta let the clutch out really slow, because I don't think the throttle return spring works. And the last thing I want to do is plow straight through my neighbor's fence. Reverse. Nope, that's second gear. There we go. I did it. I finally drove something. It's been sitting here for a couple of months. So just got to get the grass to come back around. I did it. It works. If I had brakes, I'd take this bad boy on the street. I think what I'm going to do now is probably move our fuel cell to down inside here, and that way I can strap a tire to the front of this thing, use it as a push vehicle, push these two off the grass. I decided to reinforce the push bumper here. Just a scrap piece of 1x2 and some plastic squeezy clamps. Basically bulldoze a house with that setup. But because I don't want to just plow through the back of the car, we're going to throw a tire on the front. It'll either hold or it won't. Well, it moved. We're almost off the grass. Just need to turn the wheel. So the gas pedal's broken and the throttle return spring doesn't work. So when I do have to give it gas, I gotta reach down there with my hand and pull it up. The gas pedal's actually broken, but that's all right. I think the parking brake works. So here we go. Oh, parking brake definitely works. Getting pretty close, but the tires are off the grass now. So I'd say that was a success. Now we just got to move the Toyota, which will roll a lot easier, I think. And then we just park the orange truck and call it a day. I think we bumped the fence. Oh no, I'm stuck. I'm stuck. There we go. Oh, we just bumped the hood a little bit. Crack that light a little bit. That's okay. I think that works. All right. Good job, old truck. This thing is sweet. I think I've got myself a pretty good shop truck. Or yard truck. Backyard. Mission success. Got everything back on the dirt pad. Now my grass is starting to come back. What's funny is where this car was, it was already dying, and because the car sat here and gave it some shade, it actually gave the grass a chance to start coming back around. So it actually helped us out in this back corner. But this is freaking sweet. I'm so happy that truck runs. Now I can get out here with my mower and finish cutting the grass. Man. What a good truck. And I think that just sold it for me. I've been on the fence back and forth on what I'm going to do with this thing. I actually have a small block Chevy engine and turbo 400 trans, and I was going to order a Mustang 2 front end, and I was going to give this thing the full, hot rod treatment. But I don't see the point in doing that right now. So what I am going to do is see if I can't find some brake pad material, some brake shoe material. I think I found some stuff on eBay, and reline these shoes myself. And other than that, it just needs a 12-volt battery. I'm running on a 6-volt battery. I'm running on a 12-volt right now, and so that's cooking the coil, which is not good. But just running it, up and down the yard a couple times, it'll probably be okay. Hopefully. Oh man. Well, that's it for this one. If you guys liked it and you want to follow along with more of this junk, be sure to subscribe to the channel, hit the bell. Cheapest way to support the channel is to go leave a comment on the video and just tell me what you thought. Am I an idiot? Yes. Should you tell me that? Yes, you should. 100%. Yeah, so that's gonna do it for today. I'm gonna quit talking and end this one out. So thanks for watching. See you later.